We the people, we the people, we the people, we the people.
United States of America.
Where am I from? Yeah. Hi, I'm Tristen. I'm from Massachusetts, and I'm going to elaborate on a point that was made a few guys before me on false flag terrorism. Just watching the other day on the Oberman program, Keith Oberman, whatever, and the guy before me actually put together an internet clip that featured the same clip. Anyways, they were talking about Dick Cheney, and he was up for the week's award for the worst public servant, in which they were sitting in a meeting, sitting around the White House and discussing different ways to get into the Iranian war. And one of the top things on his list that he was interested in is false flag terrorism operations. If you don't know what false flag is, it's basically when they dress up American troops or an American boat to look like, say, an Iranian boat, for example, and then they'll fire a missile or they'll start shooting their rifles or their machine guns at an American ship. Of course, the American ship reacts, word gets back to the base. Oh my God, we're under attack, we're under attack. And this isn't a new thing. This thing's been going on since wars began. But it's very well documented in the 20th century. Hitler did it. That's one of the ways that he took power in Germany. At the Reichstag fire, they found out years later the guy that they accused of starting the fire was completely incapable of doing the crimes that they said, and they found out later some of the dying Nazis confessed to doing it. They're like, yeah, we set that fire. We took over. There's examples all through Vietnam, the way we got into Vietnam. Like he was said before, the Gulf of Tonkin. I mean, it's documented. These things have come out now. This isn't like a hypothetical theory. These are things that these people have confessed to doing. It's a technique. It's in manuals. It's part of their drill. And people still haven't come to the realization that every time you see that kind of an event, it's planned. Things like that don't just happen. It's not random. Whether it's 7/7 in London or whether it was September 11th in America. It is not random and it is not an accident. These are planned events, and they can only be planned by the people who have the resources and actually have the guts to carry it out. And who, if you look at it like a crime scene, I don't think that 9/11 has been investigated like a crime scene. None of these other events have either. You know, if I were to walk out the street and just beat some guy over the head with a baseball bat and then drop the bat and run home to Attleboro, they would look at the bat, they would find my fingerprint, they would run it through the computer, and they would come up with my print. They would come visit me, they'd interrogate me. I'd probably crack under the pressure. I'd go to jail. That's how it works. We've all seen the TV shows and the movies and read the crime drama books. They never analyzed any of the evidence from September 11th. They never showed us any proof. They want to see the proof that we say that it's an inside job. Where's the proof that they have that any of the story that they concocted is real? I mean, they get all these crazy architects on there to tell you that concrete can collapse when it's never happened before, ever, or since. You have Dick Cheney, the #2 guy, talking about false flag terrorism as the best possible solution to get us into a war with Iran, a country that has no threat to us. I mean, we're already in this quagmire of Iraq. It's the worst thing that we've been involved in since Vietnam, and he's trying to get us in another one, and he's doing it right now, and he's willing to do anything to do that. So I was just elaborating on the false flag terrorism point brought up earlier. And I think now's the time for vigilance. These people are criminals. They should be paying for their crimes. They should certainly be held accountable for even bringing it up, let alone for carrying it out. So false flag terrorism should be taken care of. No more. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Kim, and I'm from Warwick, Rhode Island. Yesterday, I was going through some video footage from World War II for some video clips, and very surreal image came on the screen where I saw grandmas and grandpas and older people on a firing range. And government was teaching them how to use submachine guns because all the troops were over in Europe during World War II. So the government decided it would be a good idea to teach all these older people that were left on the home front how to defend our country. And I just wonder how and why the government mindset has changed so much since World War II that they want to constantly take away gun rights from the people and not educate people about their rights and teach people how to bear arms and defend this country like we were doing since the revolution. I often wonder if it's just a control mechanism where they want to be able to just stamp us down if they have to. You know, an armed republic can defend themselves. When you take guns away, that's how fascism flourishes. And a lot of bad things come from that. And I just hope that we as a people can remain armed and vigilant and able to defend ourselves. Thank you.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.